In this video, I'm going to show you how we access the Statistix software using the application gateway. The benefit of doing it this way is that it's free. It doesn't cost you a darn thing. If you're using a Mac, you don't really have a choice. It's the only way to do it. If you're using a PC, you can purchase the software and load it onto your PC and run it off your hard drive. And it's a much easier process to do it that way. However, there is a little bit of a cost involved. I think it's like $10, $11, $12 at the bookstore. I would do it that way, knowing what I know about the application gateway and Statistix, but completely your choice. So let me show you how we do it. Now, the disclaimer I'll make before I begin this video, or as I begin this video, is that every semester it changes, or it seems to change every semester. So let's see what we have this semester, and we'll work our way through it. So first thing, go to the application gateway. So I'm going to click on that. Now, I've been at USF a while, so I have already done this. I have registered or whatever they're going to ask you the first time. You can do it using the regular one here, or you can use the beta. I'll do the regular one here, and it's going to ask for my net ID. I don't know if it has my updated password, so I'm going to put my net ID password in here. I'm going to log on. And it's going to say detect the receiver. I'm going to use a light version. If you're given this option, I'm going to say go ahead and do that. And here you see a whole bunch of programs you have access to. The one that we're going to be using, they're listed alphabetically, I believe, is Statistix. So I'm going to go in there and see what happens. So one of the challenges with the application gateway is that it takes a little time. So I'm just waiting for it. Whereas if I was working on my PC, I'd be up and operating in the software already. Not a big deal. Sometimes the application gateway goes down. So here's the software. And so we're ready to begin. So if I want to go and insert some data, I'm going to maximize it here. I would go in data and I can insert some variables. But most of the time what you want to do is you want to use data that you've collected and saved before. If I was working on my hard drive, all I'd have to do is hit open, or I could come over here and import a data set, an Excel file, for instance. When you work on the application gateway, there's an extra step involved. Because I'm working on the cloud, I'm not working on my hard drive, I have to first upload anything that I want to work on from my computer up to the cloud. So I'm going to come over here, and before I do this, I want to make sure I have a file available. So let me go and make sure I have a file, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so you may see here on the screen that I have now downloaded a couple files from our class Canvas site. There's a courses file that's an Excel file, and there's an old student file, fall 2017, which is a student survey that I did back in 2 years ago now. So let's first go ahead and say we want to open a Statistix. Now these are just listed or just showing on my hard drive. So before I can work with them, I need to upload. And the icons you see here may vary depending on your computer system, depending on a couple different things. So I'm going to upload, and the thing I want to upload, it should be in my downloads here. Here we go, fall 2017. Let's open that. And now it's going to say, where do you want it? And I'm going to put it in my Mark Dummeldinger file, except I'm going to go down to Documents, My Documents. I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to say OK. And a lot of students are like, well, where is it? I didn't try to open it in Statistix. I just uploaded it to the cloud. Now, when I go to open it, you can see it's there. And when I open it up, now I can do all the different things I want to do to it. All right, so that's how you work with a Statistix file. Throughout the semester, I'll show you how to work with the Statistix menus here and do the different things that we're going to do this semester, and then as you move into your Stat 2 class. So not interested in that here. The next thing I want to do, so let me get out of this, is let me go and do the same thing. I'm going to upload, except this time I'm going to upload, the Excel file. So I'm going to open that. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it in My Documents. Now, I choose to put it in My Documents because that's the first place the application gateway is going to look for your software, or for your, I shouldn't say software, for your data sets. So now if I want to work with an Excel file, let me come back here. I'm going to import an Excel file. And now it's going to go and look for it, and you can see it's here. You notice the other file isn't showing because it's not an Excel file. That was a Statistix file. So it's the courses. I'm going to say open. Now it's going to ask me what I want to do with the variables. And most of the time you don't know the answer to this question, just say OK. And it works out pretty well. Now if I want to save this as a Statistix file, and you don't need to do this, You can keep it, there's 992 cases, so I'm not going to scroll through them. You can keep it as an Excel file, and that's fine. But if you want to save it, I'm going to save it as a statistics, and I'll call this courses, and I'll say save, and now it's saving it as a statistics file. Okay? Now I don't have access to that yet. If I want to have access to that file, I'm going to come here and say, this time I'm going to download. And I'm going to go and find it. There's my courses file right there. That's the one I want to save. I'll open it up, and now it's on my downloads down here, and I have access to this on my PC. So I could save this to any folder I want on my hard drive, and then I'd have access to it. And so it's just a matter of how you want to work with these data sets. You can leave them as Excel. You can change them to statistics. What I generally tell students is to save an Excel file on your computer and then just import that into the statistics on the application gateway when you want to use it. So hopefully that shows you how to work with it. This is what students mess up, the upload, download. Now, if you try to get into statistics, I use the regular version. If you use the beta version and you can't get into statistics, it's not letting you even open it up, that's a USFIT issue. That's not something I'm going to be able to help you with, quite frankly. So you're going to have to call or contact USFIT. I think they're available in the bookstore, not the bookstore, excuse me, the library. You can go over there and get help. I would take my PC over and just they'll walk you through the steps to get it started. So I'm going to encourage you to do this sooner in the semester as opposed to later. You're going to need it later. I'd rather you have some of the issues. If you're going to run into issues, I'd rather have them solved early in the semester. So if you have any questions, come on in and ask. Post on the discussion board. But hopefully that'll get you set up in the statistics that you're going to be using, not only in your Stat 1 class, but also in your Stat 2 class as well. So long.